YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you can actually see me because I don't have the full setup for my video today, but I'll make do with what I have. So thank you so much for tuning in. I haven't been posting for a bit now, and it's not because I've lost commitment. No, it's not that. It's because I've been very, very busy, and I had to take a back seat with my videos for a bit, but I'm back now and I'm going to deliver again. Okay, so I hope that this video is helpful. Stay with me and let's dive in. You know how it is in this channel: get something to drink, get something to eat, get a snack, sit down, be comfortable. This is not all professional, okay? You're speaking to a friend, so let's dive in. So if I look this side, I've got my laptop on there. So yeah, let's get it started. So today I'm gonna talk about how to know if someone you work with secretly dislike you or secretly hate you, right? You can alter this based on the environment, but this specific video is gonna be in an office environment. But again, you can tweak this depending on where you work, okay? People's behavior is cross environmental, right? It just means that in an office it might be a little bit sneakier because it's more of a professional environment, but it's the same in a retail environment. It's just the way they display it is a little bit more strategic. It's a little bit different. That's if they have any kind of professionalism anyway, because some people just behave in hell regardless of the setting, right? So these are some of the things that they would display if they secretly hate you, if someone you work with secretly hates you. So I'm going to talk about the symptoms, like what would they do if they dislike you, and then I'm going to talk about the causes. What would cause someone to dislike you in a work environment? You know, don't really know you, but they dislike you. And then the third one, I'm going to talk about the cure. What can you do for them to ease off, you see? So let's dive into it. So the first thing is that they're noisy. Someone that don't like you, you'll be surprised. You think that, you know what, if they don't like me, they'll just leave me alone. But no, it's actually the other way around. If someone does not like you, they're so nosy, they're so interested, not in a good way, like they're just always in your business, not directly but indirectly. So they always seem interested in what you're saying and doing with other people, you know. So you're talking to someone, their ears are extra open to absorb what you're saying. They're just too invested in you, even though you're not paying them any mind. So they will be listening or taking in what you're saying to someone else, but they're pretending that they're not listening. But you can feel them, you know, you can literally feel them eavesdropping into what you have to say. And they look, every time you're engaged with someone in a conversation, like you're talking to another work colleague, they'll be listening in. So that's one sign, is that they're noisy, they're all up in your business when you're not directly interacting with them. And then the second tip is that they will try to isolate you. Like, they will do it. To you it's obvious. Maybe to other people it might not be so obvious, but to you it's obvious. So they'll invite other people out purposely to try and isolate you. Okay, fair enough, everyone has a best friend at work that they do things with, they go lunch with, etc. But when they're inviting a handful of people or not inviting you, let's say there's 5 of you in the office, right, on that day, and they invite everyone but you, you know, even if you're a person that doesn't like going out anyway, it would be nice for them to ask or offer. But the fact that they did not even ask or offer if you want to go shows that they don't really care if you get offended by it. They literally, this person's purposely trying to hurt you, like they don't care. And the other thing is, like I said, they'll invite other people for lunch, they'll invite other people to social events. Like, for example, they'll invite everyone in the office for their wedding, for example, but you, they would not invite. They would not even try to be decent to you. Because sometimes someone would invite you, even though they will invite you to an event, even though they don't want to invite you just to be decent. But someone that actually hates you or dislikes you in the office, they don't care to be decent with you. Like, they don't really care. They're purposely trying to send a message to you, like, you know what, I don't like you. I just have to deal with it because we work together, but I really do not like you. When you go to a social event, so let's say the company has some kind of an event and you're all there, they would purposely try and run away from you. It sounds really bad, but they will not interact with you that whole night. And yeah, it's all very surface as well. So that's the second thing. That's one thing. They will try and isolate you, but they will go even further and try and get other people to isolate you. For example, if they have a friend in the workplace, they would say things to other people, not directly to insult you, because then people will see through that. Especially if this person is a nice girl in the office, like she's nice to everyone, she wouldn't outright say negative things about you, but she will say and do things to undermine you in the workplace, so that other people can see you differently, like they can see the way she sees you. Also, if the person dislike it, if she's in power or she has any authority in the workplace, she would actually go to the extreme. So she would try and actually isolate you by removing other people from you or near you, right? So let's say you share a desk with someone else, another workmates that she is close to, and you're starting to get close to that person, and you're speaking with that person, like you're interacting with that person, and they're feeling some type of way because you're interacting with that person that they like, and they don't want you and that person to get close, so they will actually physically try and remove that person from your environment, from that desk that you share with them. If they have a authority, like it's easy to know, they can just be like, or sit here or something, do you know what I mean? So to some extent they can physically move other people from your area just to try and isolate you. So let's say there are shifts and you get along with someone in that shifts, they will purposely try and put you in another shift so that you don't have interactions with that person that you like or that person that you get along with. So they're trying to isolate you at work. So that's another thing that they will do as well. So they will not just try and isolate you with their action within themselves, but they'll also try and isolate you using other people. So watch out for that. And the third tip of someone you work with disliking you is that they seem upset. Everything or anything relating to you upsets them. If you get along with other people, it upsets them. For example, like I said, you're sitting next to someone and you get along with them, they get upset. And if someone compliments you, let's say you come to work looking nice, if someone compliments you, you can sense that they're very upset by it. They will never give you any compliments, even when everyone else is complimenting you in the office, or everyone else is saying nice things about you in the office. They don't like it. They will literally you can feel it, you can literally feel it. Every time someone make a compliment, like, you can sense that they're upset about it. So that's the other thing as well. And the fourth sign to show you that someone you work with dislike you or even hates you is that they consciously try to get away from you. It's like you're playing hide and seek with this person. Literally, you would run up to Usain Bolt than catching up with this person that dislikes you in the office, right? Like for you, you don't really mind this person. Like you don't dislike this person, you don't hate this person. You just there to work, like you don't care. But this person's literally doing anything, they're jumping hoops to not be in the same space as you. So for example, let's say there's a communal kitchen that you all use, they will time it. So when you're in the kitchen, they will try and not go in the kitchen just so you're not in the kitchen together, and then you have to do small talk. They don't want you to sense that they don't like they want you to know that they don't like you, but at the same time they don't want to get near you because they're intimidated. Like, do you see what I mean? So let's say there's a communal kitchen, they would try and not be there at the same time as you. Let's say there's a communal toilet, they would try and not be in the toilet at the same time as you. They're basically not trying to be anywhere where it's just you two, or anywhere that they have to have a conversation with you beyond what's necessary. So this person is literally trying to get away from you. It's like you're playing hide and seek with this person. If you happen to meet, so let's say you happen to bump in the toilet or in the kitchen, you can tell from their body language that they don't really want to be there. You can just tell by their body language. For example, when they're talking, they're looking all over the place, like they're always in a rush, they're not giving you eye contact, like their feet are pointing to the exit. You know this person's trying to get away, like they just seem agitated, like you can sense that they're anxious, like they just want to flee. Literally, this person, they're touching themselves when they're having a conversation with you, they're touching themselves, they're looking elsewhere. Literally, this person will be scanning the whole room than actually have eye-to-eye contact with you, because they're hiding something. They say the eye is the window to the soul. If you look into their eye, you can literally see that they're lying. That's why this person is trying everything. The way they're looking, it's like they're chasing a fly. Do you know what I mean? Like their eyeballs are not stable. Like you're trying to glance, you're trying to get an eye contact. They're like, nope, you're not seeing through this. This person show you no eye contact. And when they give you eye contact, they move their eyes quick. And another thing as well, when you're conversating with them, it seems like they're nice, like they're talking high pitch, like they're talking like bubbly, but their mouth is not smiling, if you know what I mean. Or when they laugh or when they smile at you, their eyes do not smile. It's like their eyes show no emotions, and their body language is very close. Like you can just sense it, like this person is trying to get away. They're trying to keep the conversation brief. They're trying to just keep it quick and snappy. They're not asking anything back. This person's basically trying to get away. Right, that's another thing. The fifth sign that someone dislikes you in the office is that their words and their action do not align. It's either what they do not align with what they say. For example, the body language, like they're sounding all bubbly, right? But their body language is showing that they want to exit. Their actions never align to their true intention, right? This person is the definition of confusion. It's either, like I said, they sound very nice, but their body language communicates something else, or in person they seem very nice. That you can see that this person seems very nice. If you're not in tune, you would not catch that this person don't like you, by the way, especially earlier on when it's not so obvious. Because sometimes it doesn't go straight away from disliking you to 100% showing you like they dislike you. They start settle, but if they see that you're not saying that they dislike you, then they start to increase the volts for you to know that they don't like you, right? So in the beginning, you might not even pick that this person don't like you because their appearance seems like they actually do like you. That's why you have to look beyond the surface, right? You have to see what's underneath all of that. But for example, again, where their actions don't align is that their email seems hostile. Like if you've worked in a professional setting for some time, you can gauge emails, like especially if you kind of been around this person, you can tell when they're trying to be rude in an email, right? Their emails seem a little hostile, just a little hostile, but in person they seem nice and bubbly, right? But the email says otherwise. This showing that the email and how they behave in person does not align. Obviously, some people write very professional in emails. Some people, like I'm the kind of person, when I type I'm serious, but you can still tell that I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm not trying to be rude. But this person is not just serious, it's like little insults, right? Professional insults that they throw at you. But then when you're with them face to face, they seem very nice and lovely. And also their conversation with you is surface level. It's very fake. It just seems very forced. It's like, okay, we're breathing the same air, we're in this confined space together, so I might as well just say something to you. It's not like I want to say anything, but we're here together. Let me just put one word in and just leave. So that's what they do. And also the other thing is they seem very uncomfortable. Like it's human nature to know. Some people can do it very well, but other people don't know how to do it, even if they want to. You can't, for example, hate someone's guts and then smile in their face. It just doesn't seem natural, right? So this person will be so uncomfortable because in one place they cannot show that they hate you, in the other place they don't want to be too nice, so like they're just uncomfortable. And then the sixth sign that someone dislikes you at work is that you catch them sometimes looking at you in a very mean and disgusted way. You know when someone is looking at you like you're just there doing your work, minding your business, and you feel like someone is watching you. You know, sometimes you feel someone is watching you, or you sense something and you just look and you catch the person looking at you. So this is the situation where this is happening. So you're doing your work and you just turn and see that person looking at you, but the look on their face is pure evil, pure wickedness. You can tell this person does not like you, or sometimes they're looking at you up and down because you weren't looking at them. It's like you caught them off guard, right? You caught them off guard. They didn't know you were looking at, they didn't know you would catch them, so you just catch them deeply looking at you, but up and down in a very mean way. And then you're left like thinking, what's wrong with me? Like, is something on me? Like, why they're looking at me like this, you know? That's all. That is to show that this person really does not like you. Okay, try and get away if you can. Once the dislike starts to be obvious, then you know there's trouble, right? Especially if this person is your manager, or if this person is in a superior position over you in terms of at the workplace. They're not a superior human being over you, but in the workplace they have higher position than you. Then it's time you need to pay attention to this, because it's different when you know someone don't like you. You try and stay out of their way. Like you just try not give them any ammunition. But when you're deluded thinking, oh, this person likes me, like, you don't protect yourself in a way. So once it starts getting to this level where they're actually doing things now, like actually doing things, that's when you have to be cautious now, because you cannot be in that level of delusion anymore. So the other thing is that, again, is coming out of just email banter, like email little dicks, right? This is coming out in open now. Another sign, it's sign that they don't like you, is that they laugh and make fun of you, either in your present, like, you know, in school when people make fun of you, it's like they're laughing behind your backs, like, you know, they're laughing at you, they look at you and laugh. But in the workplace, it's not so obvious, but you know they're laughing at you. So let's say you have an interaction with someone else, and every time you do something, you see them laughing and behaving in a certain way. Then you start to realize, oh, I'm not paranoid, I'm not just being a certain way, this is actually happening. Especially if it keeps happening repeatedly, then you have to clock on that this person is actually don't like me, right? Because sometimes you're thinking, well, these things happen in school, I'm an adult now, I'm working, I'm in a professional setting, I would not have this problem, I would not have this situation, this is not happening. You try to gaslight yourself, no, they're not laughing at me, no, they're not doing this, like, this is professional, I don't think they'll be doing this. But yes, they are doing it. That's the other thing. Like I said, they laugh at you. When you interact with someone else, you'll say, like, you're not doing anything wrong, like, you're not really doing too much. But when you're interacting with someone else, let's say they're friends with another person, they would laugh. That shows you that they've been talking about you behind your back. It shows you that they've been talking about you outside of work, because it's like they're picking up the joke and laughing. And then you just feel very, very bad, especially if you're someone that's experienced bullying at school. Like, sometimes you can't resurface some of that, but stand your ground. You're not that person that you were in school. You're not that person that got bullied. You're an adult now. You're paying your bills, so no one can shake you, no one can make you feel some type of way, especially at the workplace, right? So that's how you need to view it. If they laugh at you, let them laugh. But the one thing is, anyway, I'm moving now to cure, and I don't want to go to cure, but just a quick one. Whatever they do, don't let them deter you from doing that action. So let's say they laugh at you because you're having a conversation with someone, let them laugh and then just continue the conversation. Anyway, I don't want to derail from what I'm saying. So another sign, so I think the numbers are probably mixed up now, but the other sign to show that this person does not like you, they actually try to get you fired. Yes. Some people can't be wicked. They don't care that you have bills to pay. It's just that I don't like you and I'm gonna do anything to get rid of this person. That's their mentality. So they'll literally try and get you fired from your job. So let's say you do something very minor, they'll, instead of talking to you, especially if they're your manager, let's say they're your line manager, instead of having a conversation with you or giving you a minor warning or doing the beginning, every company has like a manual for discipline, for grievance, etc. Instead of them going through the very beginning of that level, they just go to the extreme, right? So let's say it's your manager and you did something very minor that they should probably verbally be like, oh, don't do that. No, they would not do that. What they would do, they would take it to the highest authority. They will take it to the highest authority, right? They will call the boss and, you know, say that to your boss, like nothing is going unsaid. Literally, they're always trying to get something on you. They're always trying to report something. They're always trying to get you fired. That's one thing you need to start looking at. So if something has happened with you and someone, instead of them coming to you or them going to another level, if they straight away go to the highest level at that workplace, know this person is out to get you. Like, you just automatically know, because this person is literally trying to get you fired from this job. So that's one of the biggest signs to know that this person doesn't just dislike you. This person literally hates your guts, and this person is trying to get rid of you, right? That's another sign that this person dislikes you. And then another sign that this person dislikes you, especially if this is your manager. Like, I'm sorry to say, most of the times female managers are just the worst. I don't care what you say in the comments. Female managers could be one of the cruelest managers to work under, right? So if this is your manager and they're a female, it's just expected to be bad. Especially if you're also female and your manager is a female girl. Just know you're gonna get it. If she don't like you, you're gonna know. Like, girls are already catty, right? They're already vindictive. Some girls are already vindictive. In friend setting, in family setting. So imagine in a workplace setting, it's even worse, like, because they're very sneaky. If this is a female, they're your manager, they will try to insert dominance, right, and superiority over you. They're trying to let you know it's not enough that it's written on their sign-off email that they're your manager, that their title is manager. It doesn't matter that it's a LinkedIn that they're a manager. It doesn't matter that everyone in the company knows they are your manager. It doesn't matter if you've acknowledged that they're a manager. They're gonna try and insert dominance over you. They're trying to rub it in your face all the time, like, I'm your manager, I'm your manager, I'm your manager. Like, girl, no one is doubting that. No one is fighting you. Like, I don't care if you're my manager. I'm trying to do my job. But they're rubbing it in your face all the time. Everything you do, they're trying to assert their dominance, right? It's like, what is it? It's like when you go out with a man that knows that you're above their level, or they know that they literally manipulated to have you. They know that you could do better than them. They try and do anything. Like, they try and abuse you. They try and do toxic things to show that they're your man. Like, I'm your man. You have to respect me. I'm your man, right? They even beat you to show that they're your man, right? That's what it is in the workplace. If someone is your manager and they feel like you're not submissive to them, they try and assert it even more. So this person will then become micromanaging. They will micromanage every area of your work life, right? They will check your emails. They will go through your emails. Every email you have to send has to go through them. You have to acknowledge it before you send it. They will just micromanage every area as if they don't have their own job that they need to do. It's like their job now is you and trying to control you and trying to be dominant over you. It's like they're doing way too much. You just know they're doing too much. What's worse is if you're more qualified than them. So let's say, okay, fair enough, they've been in the job longer than you, but academically you're more educated than them, right? It's like, girl, I'm more educated than you, but you think I cannot formulate an email. Like, I understand some workplace, they have like an in-house template that you have to use. That's fair enough, but it's the little things that shows you that, you know what, there's more than just keeping up with office policy and appearances. This is personal now. For example, let's say you write an email, the email is good, and then you send, obviously because this person's micromanaging, you have to send the email to them, and then you send the email to them, and then they change the regard to with regard. Listen to this again. Your email is perfect, but they still have to pick on something, right? So you've written on the email regard, kind regard, Bella, for example. They would change that to with regard because they don't want to acknowledge that your email is perfect without them interacting with it, or without them changing it, or without them getting involved, right? So they have to change something in the email just to show that you're inferior, or just to show that, well, girl, you didn't do this correctly. Like, they always have to nitpick something. There's always something wrong in anything you do in any email, even if it's completely perfect, right? Because in this case, with regard and kind regard or regard is the same thing. It does not change the meaning of the email at all. It does not matter with the in-house policy at all. Is how you sign off your email. Who cares if you put with regard, kind regard, or regard? This just shows you that this person is actually trying to make you feel bad about yourself. This person is trying to make you feel incompetent, right? It's like they're trying to micromanage everything, but then they complain to their boss or whoever is higher up than them that they're busy, acting like they're busy, acting like they've got all this work to do, acting like you're not being very helpful. If they're your manager, you're not helping them with your workload, when most of the time they don't give you any leeway. They're redoing your work. Like, they're doing too much. It's very frustrating. But this is to show that this person does not like you. Like, don't get me wrong, some people, it's their personality. It's got nothing to do with you. They like to micromanage. But if all these signs shows, and also they're doing these things, they show that they don't like you, they hate your guts, they're trying to make you feel inferior, right? That was a situation where I was working and this person was micromanaging me, but in the past, they've complained about being micromanaged. This person that's micromanaging me complained before I came to the company, complained to their boss about someone else micromanaging them, but then they're doing the same thing to me. Do you get what I'm saying? So they know that these things are annoying. They know this is not what you're supposed to do. They know it's wrong, but they're doing it to get under your skin, right? So if there is nothing to control, like I said, their dislike becomes more obvious. So it can get worse, right? So let's say this manager is higher than you, they're doing all these things, you're not giving in, like it's gonna get worse and worse, because they're like, how can I get to this girl? I'm doing all these things, she's not taking bait, like how else can I get to her, right? So be very careful when it gets to this stage. So again, if they're your manager, like I said, you don't get away with anything. Even the smallest thing you will not get away with. So things that even they don't obey, they want you to obey within the company. So they're trying to make you do everything to the T, but even though you don't do it. So that's one thing. These are the 8 signs, or even 9 signs, I can't remember, to show that someone you work with dislikes you, right? These are the signs to show that they dislike you and they want to get rid of you. Now let's talk about the causes. Like, why would someone hate you so much? Someone that doesn't know your intimate stuff, they don't know your background. When you go to work somewhere, they don't know everything about you. Yes, they know about your professional or qualifications, but they don't know the ins and out about you. So why would this person hate you? The first one is they just hate you, right? They don't know why, maybe themselves. This person just cannot stand your gut. Maybe their spirit does not like your spirit. There's just something about you that they don't like. They just do not like you. If you was to ask them, oh, what's wrong? Like, why don't you like me? I'll stop. If you tell me what I'm doing wrong, like, why don't you like me? They will literally be like, I don't know, girl. I just don't like you. I just can't stand you. That's one of the worst ones, actually, because it's like this person just hate your existence. The mere fact that you're existing with this person, at this vicinity with this person, you're breathing the same air, has this person disgusting to them, right? That's the worst kind of hatred. It's like, I've not done anything to you. I could be an angel to you, but you just don't like me. There's something in you that just cannot stand me, right? That one, do not care for that one, right? So that's one thing. They just don't like you. The other reason why they might not like you is jealousy. Like, some people are just jealous. Maybe it's something about you they're jealous of. Maybe it's something that you're not even aware of. Maybe it's how you dress. Maybe it's how you speak. Maybe it's how you carry yourself. Especially if they're your manager and you're carrying yourself in a confident way, they might feel jealous of that, right? Or let's say everyone else at work likes you, they might be jealous of that, right? So it's jealousy. Some people are just jealous for no reason, right? Maybe you have something that they're striving to get, but they're not there yet. They're jealous because of that, right? And the other reason is superiority complex, right? This person feels inferior. It's not something you've done. This person just feels inferior for the mere fact you behave in a certain way, right? Makes them feel inferior. Maybe it's to do with their own insecurity. There's something about them, like I said, that they're not good at. You're displaying something that they want, like they just feel insuperior. For some reason, you make them feel inferior, even though you're not trying, even though you're not doing anything. It's just something in them that makes them feel inferior over you because of you, right? And another reason as well why someone you work with that don't like you, that you don't really know intimately like that, they just don't like you, is they feel threatened by you, right? So before you came, maybe this person was the office princess, maybe this person, everyone likes this person, maybe this person has been there for so long and they've had all the attention, like, you know, and now that you've come, there's a new face, someone that's different from them. They're like, oh, who does she think she is? Like, they feel threatened by you, you know, or if they think you're attractive, even though you're not at work to get man, you're not at work to get anyone, like, or maybe no one at your workplace is even attractive, like you don't really care for it, you don't even want to date anyone, but this person is feeling threatened by you because there's another pretty face in the office, or because there's this other person that's getting the attention in the office. Like, remember, they've been the office princess for a long time, especially if this person has links to other people that work in the company. Let's say their dad also works there or has worked there, like they have some kind of history with the company, and now that you've come and you're confident and you're doing this, they think that, and people are talking to you, you're interacting with people, you know, all of that, you feel comfortable, and they feel like, oh, is she trying to take my place? Like, they're feeling insecure, they're feeling threatened by you, right? That's another reason. Like, she's the other reason, I know it's all someone like they pride themselves of something, but you just don't care for it. Like, you're the kind of person like you're trying to, let's say everyone goes to this job, not because you don't need someone, but because you try to do things yourself. You're not always trying to be like, oh, help me with this, or help me with that. Like, you don't really care for the approval. Like, you don't care if this person likes you, you don't care if this person dislikes you. You're like, you know, I'm here to get paid. Like, I don't really care. I'm not trying to be in your good side. I'm not trying to be in your bad side. I'm just trying to exist. Like, I don't care. I don't care for the office politics. Like, I'm not trying to bribe you. I'm not trying to put you in a pedestal. Like, you exist, I exist. Like, that's about it. you know, and they're like, oh, everyone else is trying to be in my good side, everyone else is doing this, talking to me, like begging to be my friend, and this person just don't care. Does she think she's better than me, even though you don't think that? So this person don't like you because of that, because you're not seeking their approval, you know, like you don't really care. Right? So that's another reason. I'm sure there's so many other reasons. Let me know what reasons you think that cause people to not like you. Put them in the down below. Humans are complex, right? I always say this in my videos. So just because I've given this list doesn't mean it could fall in all this list. But the reason why this person don't like you is irrelevant, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. It's good if you know why this person don't like you, but the reason that this person don't like you is not really very important. What's important is that this person don't like you and they're out for you, and you need to protect yourself. That's what's important here, especially if you're a parent and you have family to feed and you can't afford to lose your job. What's important is, why does this person dislike me? And now let's talk about the remedies. What can you do if you work with someone that dislike you? These are the things that you can do to maybe ease it off. So if you know why the person dislikes you, you can maybe try and not do those things. So let's say you're someone that's rude, and obviously no one likes a rude girl. So if you're rude and this person don't dislike you, then maybe you can stop being rude to them, right? That's something that's in your control. That's if there's a reason why someone dislike you. But if there's not a reason that dislike, like this person just don't like you, period, then there's nothing you can do in that case, right? And what can you do if there's no reason someone dislike you? You're not gonna just kill yourself because this person don't like you breathe in the same air as them. You know, in that case, there's nothing you can do. You can just try and minimize your interaction with this person, especially if they're your manager. Like, you can't outright disrespect them, right? But minimize your interaction with them. Be very, very professional, right? This is one way to get at someone. You'll be very professional with them. Sign off as if this person is an external client. Sign off as if this person is an external professional. You're talking to this person with the highest level of professionalism, right? You're very professional with this person. Your emails with this person is very professional. This person, you're sending to this person that, you know what, I'm here to do my job. I'm not here to do cat fight with you. Like, I'm not even here to tolerate what you're saying. Be very professional with them. Be very, very professional with them. That's one way to get someone to just ease off you, because you're not engaging with them. You're not really paying them no mind. Like, literally pay them no mind. At the end of the day, you're here to get paid. Your livelihood depend on this job, you know. So just pay them no mind. Pay them no mind. Put your head down, do your job, and minimize your interaction with this person. If this person is your boss, do your job, do what you need to do to satisfy that role, because they're your boss. Give them what they need for them to do their job, for you to do your job, and keep your interaction with them very, very minimal. And another thing you can do as well, so the third thing you could do is leave the job. If this before you even leave the job, if their behavior is unbearable, you could take it to higher management. So let's say this person is your manager, but they're not the boss of the company, or they're not even higher. Let's say they're just one level higher than you. You can take it to another level of management and report them, and hopefully they will do something. Maybe they will change your department, maybe they will put you in another team. They might do something to ease it off. You could do that, but then that person still is in the company, and this person still hates you, and they're still going to be doing things to undermine you, right? So that's one thing you could do. And then the extreme thing you could then do is leave the job. If you leave the job, then that's like complete close, because that person cannot really reach you anymore. That person cannot do anything to undermine you unless they go online and try and do other things, or if you get another job and they have to give reference and they badmouth you, but they're not directly able to do anything to you. They're not directly able to influence you, because then you can just not give them as a reference. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you can then go start again and live your life and take the experience you've gotten in this workplace with this person that don't like you, and better prepared next time. But in general, what I would say is, just don't entertain this person, right? whatever they do, show them that you don't care, show them that it doesn't matter to you. So let's say they invite other people with the scenario I gave in the beginning, that they will invite other people, they won't invite you. Like, you're fully content human being. You don't care if someone invites you. You have friends outside of work that you can interact with. Your happiness, your fulfillment, and your enjoyment of your work does not depend on this person or interacting with this person. Let them know that you're a fully functional human being that don't care what they do. If I don't get invited, I'm fine. You know what? I'm happy being on my laptop, watching a film on my lunch break, or I'm happy going for a little walk, or you know what? I don't even like being around you guys to talk and doing little chit chat and forced conversation. So thank you very much for not inviting me. Like, just say it as that. Like, you still live your life, whether this person invites you or don't invite you, your life goes on. Just let them know that whatever they try to do has zero to no impact, because at the end of the day, you're not trying to be in this company forever. It's a stepping stone. You're about to go somewhere else. You're about to level up from this job, especially if you're just starting on your career, right? You're still at the low level trying to climb up, and you're facing this kind of situation. Like, just in the low key, let them know that, you know, I'm not about to die here, I'm leaving soon, this is a job, like, I don't really care how you behave. Like, just let them know it doesn't phase you. This is just a free advice. In anything in life, let people know they have zero impact on the way you feel. They have no control on your emotions, they have no control over your actions. They can do what they do, but it does not mean it will phase you. Literally, that would be a superpower, right? If you have that power, the world is your oyster. No one can bring you down. Okay, so in the meantime, keep your head down, do what you need to do for the job. Let them know that you don't care how they behave. Like, you have your life to live. You're there to get paid. You're not here for office politics. You're not here for the drama. You're here to do your work and then bye-bye, right? So that's just how you have to serve it. So I hope this video is helpful. If this video is helpful, please comment and like and subscribe. And I hope that what I said here resonated with you. If it doesn't resonate with you and you have a friend that has complained to you about work politics and work drama, please send them this video, and I hope it will be helpful to them. Because I'm sorry, you spend most time at work, and your work environment needs to be peaceful, right? It needs to be peaceful. So do what you can. And yeah, so thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye.